Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you all? Hopefully, you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear students, we are actually learning about 5 sentences, and in this class, we will be learning about assertive to interrogative. That is, how to convert an assertive sentence into an interrogative sentence. So here we will have 4 rules in total, and we will be starting from rule number 1. So rule number 1 will be like this. Sentence with auxiliary verb. That means if you have any sentence with auxiliary verb in it, then you should follow this rule. And the rule will be like this. If the sentence is in affirmative, then you should turn it into negative. That means if the sentence is in affirmative, we have to make it negative first. That means if you have not with the auxiliary verb, then the not should be removed, or if you don't have any not, then you should put a not with the auxiliary verb. Like this. That means suppose you have a not with your auxiliary verb, that means the sentence is in negative form, then you should remove that not to make it affirmative. And if you don't have any not with the auxiliary verb, that means the sentence is in affirmative form, then you should put a not after auxiliary verb to make it negative first. Then auxiliary verb should be brought at the very beginning of the sentence. It means auxiliary at the beginning. Auxiliary at the beginning, that means auxiliary verb will come at the very beginning of the sentence. Now, question sign or interrogative mark, whatever you say, this is actually the question mark will come at the very end of the sentence. So this is the rule. If your sentence is in affirmative, then make it negative. Or if it is in negative form, then make it affirmative. Then put that auxiliary verb at the very beginning of the sentence and put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Then the sentence will be an interrogative sentence from assertive also. Let's take an example. He is writing a letter. Here you can see that the sentence is in an affirmative form. So what to do first? We should make it negative by giving a not here after the auxiliary verb. Like, so as the question is in affirmative form, we are turning it into negative first. Then that auxiliary verb should be brought at the very beginning of the sentence. Is he not writing a letter? And then we should put question mark at the end of the sentence. And this is the answer, or this is the interrogative form of that affirmative sentence. He is writing a letter. So this is the answer actually, and that's all about rule number 1. So now we will have rule number 2, and it's about sentence without auxiliary verb. Sentence without auxiliary verb. That means the sentence you're gonna turn into interrogative having no auxiliary verb. That means if you don't have any auxiliary verb in the sentence, then you should follow these steps. First, you should take either do or does or did as auxiliary verb. You should take do or does or did as auxiliary verb. It will depend on the verb of the sentence. Like if you have present form of the verb, which we call verb on, we should take do. If we have s or es added with the principal verb, like verb having s or es added with, then we should take does. And if we have the second form or past form of the verb in our sentence, then we should take did as the temporary auxiliary verb. Then the rest of the thing is like the first rule. But you should remember that whenever we are taking do or does or did as our auxiliary verb, then the principal verb will always be in its present form. So, principal verb will be in present form. And rest of the thing will be as like as rule number 1. So let's take an example. We saw a bird in the sky. Here you can see that we don't have any auxiliary verb here. That's why temporarily we have to take either do or does or did as the auxiliary verb of the sentence. So as we have the past form of the verb here, that's why we should take did as auxiliary verb, like he did. So whenever you are taking did, the main verb will always be in present form, like he. Actually, we are doing the rough portion of the sentence. He did see a bird in the sky. So now we should make it interrogative according to the rule number 1. That is, we don't have any auxiliary, we don't have any not here. That means we should put a not here. So the answer will be like this. Did he not see a bird in the sky? And we should put a question mark at the end of the sentence. So this is actually rule number 2. I am repeating the whole thing again. Whenever you won't have any auxiliary verb in your sentence, then you should take either do or does or did as the temporary auxiliary verb in your sentence. Then you should bring that auxiliary verb at the very beginning of the sentence and put a question mark at the end of the sentence. And you should also remember that if the sentence is in affirmative, you should first make it negative, or if it is in negative, then you should make it affirmative. So now we will discuss about rule number 3. And rule number 3 will be like this. Everybody everyone all, or nobody, no one, none. So if you have any of these 6 words at the beginning of your sentence, then instead of them, you should take who. So if you have everybody or everyone or all or nobody, no one, none at the beginning of the sentence, then instead of them, you should take who at the beginning of the sentence. Then you should also remember that these 3 words, everybody, everyone, all, actually are indicating the affirmative form of the sentence, and these 3 words, nobody, no one, or none, actually indicating the negative form of the sentence. That means after taking who instead of them, you should also make the sentence negative if you have everybody or everyone or all, and you should make it affirmative if the sentence is starting with nobody, no one, or none. Then you should put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Let's take an example first. Everybody wants to be happy. So here in the place of everybody, we should take who. And we can see that the sentence is in affirmative form. That's why we have to make it negative. So we should put a not with the auxiliary verb, but as we don't have any auxiliary verb, that means according to rule number 2, we should take either do or does or did here as temporary auxiliary, as the word or the verb is in present form having s or es at the end. That means we should take does here and add not with that does. Then we should put the present form of the verb like want in the rest of the sentence, to be happy, and the question mark. This is the answer. So now we will take another example, and this one will be starting with the negative sign, that is nobody likes you. Nobody likes you. So you can see that the sentence is in negative form. So first take who instead of nobody here, who. So as the sentence is in negative form, we need not turn it into affirmative or negative, because whenever we are putting this whole thing here, the sentence itself will be an affirmative one, like who likes you into the result. Here we are not taking any auxiliary verb or temporary auxiliary verb, because we are not adding any not with that auxiliary verb. That's why we need not take any auxiliary verb here temporarily. That means we should take who, then the rest of the thing, and question mark. So this is rule number 3. So rule number 4 will be every plus noun. That means if the sentence is being started with every and you have a noun after every, then you should follow this rule. Let me give you an example. Every student has an aim in life. So here, instead of every, we won't take who first, rather we have to do it in some different way. Like the answer will be here. Is there any student then who has not an aim in life? So look at the answer first. What we are doing here, we are taking is there any instead of every, then the noun after every. Is there any student? Then we are taking who, and as the sentence is in affirmative form, that's why we are making it negative by adding not with the auxiliary verb. Then rest of the sentence and a question mark at the very end of the sentence. So this is actually rule number 4. Whenever you will have every plus pronoun, as I have shown you in rule number 3, like everybody, everyone, all, then you only have to take who instead of them. But whenever you have noun after every, then you should go in this way, like is there any, then that noun will come, then you should go as rule number 3 actually, who has not an aim in life. So we are following rule number 3 here, but we are doing some additional features, or we are adding some additional features here for this noun after it. So that's all about rule number 4, and if you follow all these 4 rules, then you will be able to turn any assertive sentence into interrogative sentence